can't help myself. I'm in love with you, I just can't help it myself. I'm in love.
Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. I'm starting early because I'm so excited to start trading. So excited that I forgot to mute myself. Good morning, Park. How are you? How's everybody doing? Already started trading. New layout. New layout. Are we loving the new layout? Let's do some poll. Am I loving the new layout? Am I loving the new layout? Let's see. Oh, you can't do emojis? What the hell? I thought you could do emojis in the question. All right. Let me know. New poll, guys. New poll, new poll. Going to give you bigger screen, hopefully easier trades. I took a tiny little I don't sound ready? What the fuck does that mean? All right, you know what, Joji? You're going to be in timeout for a while. All right. Okay. I'm putting you in timeout. Okay. Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing? Who likes the new layout? Give me a yes in the comments. Let me know if you like the bigger screen. Hopefully, easier to read. I took away a lot of real estate, added myself here into the corner to make myself a lot more Liverpool logos. Hello, how are you? How are you? How are you? How are you? Super excited, guys. Such a great day. Good morning, Bob. Good morning, everybody. We're starting early. I'm going to let everybody crawl into the room. Get everybody going. Tomorrow, non-farm payrolls. Yeah, much easier to see, Kat, right? You know, listen, I am the world's slowest learner in terms of, learning how to do things. But when I learn something, it stays with me for life. So took me a while to kind of figure out what I think is the optimal layout for what we do here. But this is going to be much better. It's also going to be the same thing for London. It's going to look really, really good for London. So, who was with me in London? Bitcoin trade resolved, like I told you, of course, off screen, because it's Murphy's law that whenever we're waiting for a trade to resolve, it never does on screen. But the moment I got off screen, I think it was like 5 minutes after we got off screen, boom, 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 boom. Bitcoin rallies, every single trade hit, boom, 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 nice profits. Hopefully you guys like it. I'm going to put together a nice little video on how to use my dashboard trading for Bitcoin. For those of you who want to join me in London, or for those of you for whom London is just too early to trade, but you want to watch it on replay, come watch it. It's really, really cool what I do, because it's a MetaTrader 5 enabled trade, because we're trading CFDs in London. Sort of very, very cool. Very different from what we're doing here in terms of execution, but very similar in terms of analysis. We're using the exact same structures, just a different flavor of it. Now, as far as structures go, guys, equities are dead. I mean, Jesus, Bitcoin is, oh my God, Bitcoin. I thought Bitcoin went to 103 already. So Bitcoin is up 4,000 overnight. Huge, huge moves. Obviously went to like 104. That was the product to trade. S&P and Nasdaq have been like, two basis points up, 2 basis points down, but still opportunities there. And this is the cool thing about us trading on a scalping basis. We can extract profits out of the tightest possible ranges. Like, we don't need much to find opportunities. The key thing, and this is, I think, sort of, I want to distill my strategy to you guys in the simplest possible terms. I'm going to wait for this because I started way too early, so nobody's in the room. And I want to, I don't want to repeat myself 1,000 times. For those of you who are going to ask me, the red line is 200 period SMA. The blue line is the 8 period SMA. When blue is above red, we're in uptrend. When blue is below red, we're in downtrend. We're looking for trend ideas. We're looking for dips in an uptrend, a rips in a downtrend as our primary trades. And then once the moving averages get really, really wide, and really, really wide is when this thing goes to red, and this thing goes to red when it's about 30 basis points. It's nowhere near that. Only then do we start to look for fade trades, counter trend trades, okay? Until this point, basically, we're just going to be in the process of buying dips on the upside, selling rips on the downside. I saw Nasdaq like slip over here below the 200 SMA, and I desperately wanted to buy it. I just, got too distracted, didn't get a chance to buy it. This would have been a super easy boom boom trade to resolve. So I bought a little bit of a dip here, got out of it super quickly, just because it's pre-market, and I'm really trying not to trade pre-market, which is that 9:15 to 9:30 range, because the only reason I don't want to do that is because the volatility drop up or down, sort of the pocket, is so large due to market opening imbalances, that it's just not worth, you could get, if you're on the wrong side of that, it's just very expensive to try to work your way out of it. And I don't need the headache. But generally, just doing something very, very simple, which is just making sure that you're buying dips in an uptrend, selling rips in a downtrend for the most part, with just a little bit of help to make sure that you got the H's on the uptrend and L's on the downtrend. Here, we'll make it a little bigger for you guys. Look at this, my magic mouse. This is very cool. Apple lets me zoom in and out. This is pretty cool, huh, guys? I'm kind of vibing it. Let's look at gold, because nothing else is going on here. What's going on with gold here? Gold is negative trend. You know what? What the fuck? Let's sell gold. Gold gets me into trouble. Who cares? We'll try to work our way out of it. Let's sell gold here. All right, I'm short gold here, 70.6 on a rip, a very, very mild rip. But let's see where I think I can go. Oh, I can do it this way. Look at how cool this is. Look at me. I should have probably sold it over here at the 3L basis, but that's close enough. I sold it 70.6, targeting 68.6. Gold is serving a mild sell-off here. If it starts ripping to the upside, I will average up into the trade. I think gold at 75 is going to find some resistance, so I'm not gonna cry about it. But I'm just trying to take a trade outside of equities right now and see if it's going to work. Good morning, everybody. We haven't even started yet, and I'm already doing double trades, just because I want to get into it. So, trying to stay to my philosophy, which is I want to sell rips in a downtrend, buy dips in an uptrend. Doesn't mean that's the best trade or that's the perfect trade to make when you're making it, but it's the best trade sequence. It's the best trade pattern in terms of if I'm going to initiate it here, I have a relatively high confidence that it's eventually going to fall. That the weight of the worries of the world will finally fall on gold. No, I'm just I'm kidding. Basically, we've been in a kind of a mild downtrend in gold here. That 76 has been big resist for the last couple of days, so I'm perfectly okay trying to run this trade against this this big level over here. I don't like the fact that it actually made a higher low here. That's not my favorite trade. Probably if I had my druthers, I would have tried to maybe buy the dip over here, but it doesn't matter. Either way, we can work this out. Let's take a look at the S&P, while gold does its thing, and we'll see what's going on over here. So S&P, very clean, clear, straight up. If it wasn't 915, I'd be a buyer here on the dip. Just to make sure that I'm not on the wrong side of a dip here. But it's been a very, very quiet trade. S&P 6100 yesterday. I took a nap for an hour. I couldn't believe it. The thing just refuses to die. I made an interview with Market Huddle yesterday. You may find it interesting. Let me find you guys the link. Hang on. I'll see if I can post the link into Patrick Suresna. All right, I'm going to give you this link here into chat. Okay, so if you guys want to watch this, be my guest. Here's a link to my friends at Apex. Be sure to get their prop account. What contract are we using on gold? We're using GC. Yeah, we're using the February. I'm using the February, right? The Feb is the front month, the 2025. Pipes Trades, very nice. Thank you for subscribing. By the way, I always keep forgetting to ask you, but please subscribe. Please, sir, please Please subscribe. All right, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna take our measly 6 ticks on gold, just because again, front of the market. I don't want to fuck around with the market open. I don't want this thing to rip in my face and I have to work on this. So we'll take a little bit of P&L. Try to bring myself to 255 on the account. Remember, I started the account around 250. I want to see if I can bring it to 255 by tomorrow. Non-farm payrolls, by the way, don't forget, we're trading non-farm payrolls tomorrow. So be sure to come join us at this channel. It's a great idea. And bring all your friends, because you're going to get a chance to see Kathy trade. She only trades non-farm payrolls. So it's a lot of fun to hang with her. And then, then we'll go crazy on our own and do our thing. Look at the fucking S&P, man. S&P totally would have been a nice buy. But I'm just going to try and stay disciplined and not jump at the trades. But where I want to be is right here where it's just super tight between the moving averages, as they're starting to butt out, as they're starting to kind of express themselves. That's the perfect trade. And I want to be on the dip. I want to be on the red candle over here. I buy it over here. I get a great price, and I have a nice move to the upside. It's the perfect trade according to our strategy and our structure as far as we go. Let me see. That my magic mouse. Wait, get over here. Okay, sorry. I'm still playing around with my Apple Magic Mouse. So what did you guys get for Christmas or Hanukkah or just or Denali? Do you get gifts on Denali? Anybody from India here or anybody Hindu? I'm actually curious. Like, is it a gift giving holiday? You know what I got for myself? I bought yet another Lenovo ThinkPad. And I got a new iMac Mini, like the highest value. So Kay's like, you have 7 computers. Why do you have more? Because I'm like, because you can, just like girls with shoes, you can never have more Hanukkah. Yeah, I know. This year, how crazy is this? Hanukkah starts on Christmas. That is just so wild. Hanukkah starts night of December 25, which is so cool. I got an ugly Hanukkah sweater this year also, just to drive my family crazy. Tell me what you guys are thinking of getting yourselves or your loved ones for Christmas and Hanukkah. I'm fascinated. I am, of course. I said to myself already, I got myself a like the Carbon Lenovo ThinkPad. That's a 32 megabit memory thing. It's 2.5 pounds light. Mainly because I'm probably going to be on the road a lot this year, and carrying my monster. I have this huge Lenovo laptop, which is a desktop replacement. No longer an option. All right. Watching S&P, watching NAS a little bit. Very quiet structure. Oh, look at the well, GC. I covered it. I could have covered it a little bit better. I covered it 70.1. Went down. I could have got a little bit more out of it, but it's fine. Anyways, my point being is that unless you're super wide, like 30 basis points or wider, the highest probability trade, the best idea is to stay with trend. Much as we're tempted sometimes to go against trend. And if we're getting higher highs in a downtrend, then just simply stay away. There's really like only 2 great trades. Either you have a trade or you stay flat. Those are like the 2 greatest setups there are. Look how nicely this is dropping. I could have had the full 20 ticks out of this thing instead of 5, but you know me, I'm always going to take less to give you more. That's the motto. I take less so you can take more. I think that's going to be my sub motto today. since everybody else in the room trades better than I do. Yes, I mean Diwali. Yes, not really a gift-giving holiday per se, but some people do. Yeah. Well, you turn every holiday around this time turns into a gift-giving holiday, right? I mean, Hanukkah was a nothing holiday until Christmas came around, and then the Jews made it into a huge holiday. So it's all social convention, but it's fun to do. All right. Any questions for me? Everybody understand what I'm talking about? Everybody understand what I'm doing? I'm actually loving. Check out, guys. This is the virtual background. Look how good StreamYard has become. Very little ghosting, right? This is just no green screen. Oh, first of all, let me just tell you while we're waiting for the market to open. Ask me how much fucking money did I spend or did I burn? Literally just burn. I could have it would have been easier if I burnt the money on green screens this year on Amazon. The most stupidest one of all is the one that goes behind your chair that makes you look like Mickey Mouse on steroids. Not one of those useless pieces of crap works. I can't tell you how many green screens I burned. This is like a virtual green screen. Look how nice it is. Yeah, a little bit of ghosting, but not too bad. I'm really, really impressed. I love it. Very cool. We're gonna do this. This definitely saves me from. It also saves me from 1,000, pieces of lighting. My office looks like some abandoned studio at CBS with all the lights that I had. I just parked all my my lights because now this doesn't require any kind of fancy lighting because I just have a little bit of background lighting. I love the fact that I have virtual screens here. Mickey Mouse on steroids is crazy. Yes. Gold's still dropping. You're right, my friend. I told you. I give it up. I take less, so you take more. That's my new motto. That's my excuse for getting out too early. Who took the gold trade with me, by the way? Anybody take the gold trade to the short side? Anybody take that beautiful little profit to the downside? Diho says there's a gift exchange in India. Thank you for letting me know. Ian took it. Good job, Ian. What'd you get out? Did you take 20 pips? Did you take 20 ticks out of it? Or did you take more than I did? I hope so. And so did the 0007. Good job. Where'd you guys get out? Did you take more money than I did? I really hope so. Oh, good job. Ian took the full 20. I told you. I take less, so you can take more because you're always going to trade better than I do. Sweets. What are Indian sweets? Like, I've never had Indian desserts. I wonder what they taste like. I love Mediterranean. I love like Middle Eastern desserts. All of them. Let's see where we're at. 9:26. Oh, okay. Look at this. I'm really going to be such a good boy today. Let's go look at the calendar. Oh my goodness. I didn't forget the calendar. We got the jobless claims, which are a little bit high. Fuck, everything is not. I wonder what the non-farms are going to be tomorrow. They might be weak tomorrow. Jesus. Oh, not, 10 higher. Challenger was a little bit chunky today. Not really great. Not loving the numbers. So the only reason I'm not shorting this gold over here, it's a double bottom over here, and we had a relatively shallow downtrend, and so I'm just respecting the fact that it's a double bottom. There's no need. If I don't have a high quality, if I'm like, let's put it this way, put a percentage on put a percentage on your confidence. Doesn't matter if you're right or wrong. You can always update your confidence, right? But looking at this confidence right now, I'm like a 50-50. And I want to be like 65-35 or at least 60-40 in my confidence levels in order for me to initiate the first level trade. So this is like a 50-50 trade. Mainly given the fact that we have the the double bottom kind of holding, I don't need to try to sell it into that move. ES ka-ching. What happened on the ES, guys? So we have no other news. ES goes up. Yes, good job. Good job on everybody who took the upside in the ES. I'm just waiting for the market to open. We got about a minute to go. Then we'll see what's going on with Nasdaq. Also very, very quiet. Very quiet on Nasdaq. All kind of tight to the moving average. Let's see what they want to do. First 10 minutes of the market open had just been really crap lately. They've been a zigzag move where you sell off, then come back up hard. So I'm also very wary of any V-shape moves to the upside or the downside. We are in that time. We're definitely in that time. You can like literally feel the life draining out of the market as everybody is like, I'm ready for holidays already. So it doesn't feel like, we get a lot of volatility. The other thing is that we seem to have these very lully openings, and then like midday, we get some big ass moves. So a lot of opportunities actually happen at midday, which is interesting. Also, it's pre-NFP. So markets, maybe a little bit listless, but let's see what they want to do. Many people are switching to futures. Yes, futures is, this is why futures are there's one super powerful reason why futures are so good. It's a centralized exchange. My price is your price is my price. First come, first serve. I can be ahead of Citadel if I'm first bid on the ticket, and that's a huge difference. Here we go, playing a little bit of pull the rug on the open. We pop 5, pop down 5, trying to see if there's any imbalances on the open. If we drop really hard through here, I really want to be a buyer, because whatever they want to do to the downside, I think this whole area 21.5 is going to hold, but I don't know if they're going to give me that opportunity to really buy it deep in the hole, and I don't want to stick my head out just yet. So let's see what we got here. Let me organize myself. All right, I got to put my glasses on. Ugh. All right, sorry guys. We'll have to be with me with my glasses. All right, we're now dropping 25s, dropping 23s. Buy market. Jesus, just popped on me. Son of a bitch. I tried to buy market and it just popped on me. All right, I'm going to take this fast. All right, I'm out of it. I took like four points out of it. Just crazy ass market. I saw them dipping it. I really wanted to buy it fast, and now of course it runs away. All right, that's Nasdaq. Did its usual little round. Whoa! Look at this move up now. So they flushed the open, and now they're starting to push it up higher. What about SV? Oh. 6,100. So very, very nice area here. I love the round numbers, right? I love the round numbers. They're trying to run the round numbers. I think they're going to run through it. I don't want to chase this thing. I don't want to buy it. But if you're a chase trader, this is probably a pretty decent trade. But I definitely want to buy the dip here. I think they'll, let me see if I'll even get here. See if I can do this. Can I get 698? Let's see if I can get this. Is it going to dip to me? No. Let's see if it dips to me. Come on, baby. All right. Level one on this. I bought the dip into 6,100 on the assumption. We'll see if I'm right. That they're gonna run through the 6,100s. That was an area they ran yesterday. I like the big round numbers. Lots of momentum here. Let's see if they can pop us through here. I'm just trying to work with my mouse here, my magic mouse, which is not so magic anymore. $6,100.75 is the day's high. Let's see if they want to run it. Through the 6,100s. All right. You know what? I'll take myself out a little bit here. Didn't quite get the move, but if it goes through the 6,100, that's fine. This is level one for me. I'm happy to take the money that's given. It's probably now it's going to run. I'm pretty sure it's going to run. As I say, I take less so you can take more. I think I'm a regular Mother Teresa here, guys. DH host, what is? Oh, those are sweets. Laddu, Rascula. Okay. Gina likes my joke. All right, let's see if I'm right. If they're going to take the highs. This is much better with a big screen, right, guys? So much easier to see. Holy shit. Talk about teaching old dog new tricks. Gina likes this. All right, let's see what my everybody's loving. Oh, look at that. This is the most skewed poll I've had in a long time. 88% loving it. And whoever said no just did it just to piss me off. Thank you, guys. We'll end this poll. Oops. And we didn't quite make it. We just pushed it through 6,100. Didn't quite make the highs. Coming back down. Probably a pretty good. I'm gonna see if I can buy this. I'm gonna see if I can buy this dip close to the 200 SMA. I'm actually just gonna go here buy. Oops. Oh, fuck. Buy market. All right. I'm in at 98. Maybe just scalp this out to 99. See if I can get this. If it doesn't, I'll get larger underneath. I was trying to get close to the 200 SMA, but you can't let the perfect be the enemy of the good. If they're going to dump it, they're probably going to dump it around this 93, 94 level. So I will trade accordingly. But for now, the benefit of the doubt is to the upside. They're still holding the bid, still holding the moves. Let's see what they want to do here. Oh, man. Jesus. Feels like Asia trade in terms of volatility. So quiet. Mother's Temple, my friend, are you in the room? Do you not see the trades? This is my favorite question. It starts now, my friend. Now we're in trades. We're getting a little bit hammered here on the S&P. Probably going to go down. So let me. I got to organize myself here. If I get swooshed, I'm going to try to buy to around 95s. See if we can repair this at the 200 SMA. All right, buy market. I'm in at 75. I wanted to be at 50, but it's fine. I'm at 75 on level 2 trade. May push this all the way down to 93s, 94s. Let's see. This point, I'm just looking to kind of see if we can resolve it with less fuss. All right. So I just resolved this trade on a very minimal amount of profit because I was clearly wrong on the first one. I wanted I got greedy. Let me actually get rid of let's get rid of the executions because they're a little bit messy. And so I bought the hump, right? This is a trade that I make a mistake in all the time. Or it's just this is the nature of the business. This is the business we're in, as the Godfather says. I bought the hump. That means we had had this trade been proper, we would have had the moving average go up, trend expand, moving averages go up. They don't. They compress, right? So when I buy the hump like this, right? I get stopped out. The very important part at that point is to make sure that you got to come in for the bounce, right? You snooze, you lose. If you're waiting for confirmation, it's already too late. So I'm coming in for the bounce, but now my objective isn't to make the full 8 ticks. My objective is to make 5-6 ticks, because at 4 ticks I'm break even, 5-6 ticks I'm mildly positive. Just get the fuck out of the trade, which is exactly what I do. I take 5 ticks out of this. I could have taken. Let me see. I think it went all the way. How many ticks did it go my way? Back to executions. I'm just curious. What was the? I buy 96.75. I sold 9800. So 5 ticks. It went another 50. It went 7 ticks my way, which is is a halfway decent trade on my part. Why is this not going? Okay. Anyways, the right trade would have been to buy around the support level, right? But at this point, you don't know if it's going to the support level. You think, oh, maybe it's still going up. Maybe the trend is still up. So first level was to buy here. You get stopped out. You buy around the support level. I did a pretty good job there, as good as you could, as you could make it in fast market conditions. Resolve this trade. That's it. We're back in business. Gold. Remember, I told you I didn't want to sell gold because it's a double bottom. It's exactly what's happening. Gold is kind of double bottoming, not really doing anything. So we don't have any conditions in gold. Nasdaq is just doing absolutely nothing. Nasdaq also humped, right? So if you bought this on Nasdaq, you stopped at 25, right? Stopped at 25. You buy again, it pops back up, and you would have actually resolved the whole thing in this candle over here. But as I said, you have to have this plan ahead of time, because the whole idea with scalping is you snooze, you lose. The key variable here is you need to trade very small, so you have ample ammunition to be able to react when the markets call for it, and then you can't hesitate on your trades. You got to take the trades as they go, and that's how you do it. Yeah, Enzo, you did the second, but Enzo, you actually probably resolved full price, right? Because that thing went full 40 ticks your way. Did you take the full 40 ticks out of it? You must have, right? Yes. Okay, cool. Good job. Thank you. Nice job. Ooh, look at that pop. Look at that pop. So what are we seeing in the markets right now? A stubborn but kind of a lackluster underlying bid in equities, right? Made the first bid, corrective move, held the 200 SMA, popping back up, trying to figure out. The most interesting thing for us now to watch is the S&P, right? S&P trying to make, is it going to run through the 6100s? That's the big area for us to watch, because if it runs through there, holds it, that's a trade I want to be a buyer of, because it means we might be going higher. But for now, not much to do. Made our money and paid our time. Anybody have any questions on what I'm telling you and how we're looking? If you're a flow trader, this is a great trade for you. Like, this is, if you're see the 8H over here, great breakout trade. I almost would have taken myself taking this trade, because I really felt this was a great trade. So 98 over here, really moving it hard. Trying to see, this is now again the key thing here is it gonna clear the 6100, come back, reject it. Let's watch and see. See if there's anything on Twitter. Did you guys hear about the assassination yesterday? About the United Healthcare CEO being assassinated? So that was crazy, right? But what's even crazier is this looks like it was true assassination. It had, I don't know, these may be rumors, but there's a lot of rumors on the internet saying that the bullets casings had stuff ingrained in them, depose, deny, and some other thing. I don't know if you guys have been reading the comments. It's been just brutal. Like, people, not only are people not expressing any empathy for this poor guy, but they're like, "Oh, what a good job, too bad," or if you take it to the emergency room, all of your priors, you have to have prior authorization. It's just really, really brutal. Double tap on the yes, maybe. I'm not going to front it. I'll tell you why I'm not going to front it. So if you're gonna, trade my methodology, and today obviously is a day that's very, very slow, but this is not an overbought condition by any stretch of imagination. The moving averages are all very, very close to each other, right? The width is only 3 basis points wide, right? So let's say you say to yourself, okay, it's a double top. You get short here, right? And it goes higher. What are you going to do? Get shorter, get shorter, get shorter. Now that double top turns into a massive trend move. This goes back to the idea I've talked about yesterday, this really great comment from Mark Weinstein, which I kind of glad I stumbled and unearthed back, which is that you only take the trades that you can kill. Meaning that, he was using the example of cheetah, that cheetah is the fastest animal in the world, yet it targets the weakest, lamest, weakest animal for food because it wants 100% chance of success. And you should be the same mindset. Just because a trade is 50-50, that's a terrible trade because it can always run away from you, right? You want the trade to be 80-20, which is pretty rare. But, the point being is you definitely want to be more than 50-50. This is a 50-50 trade at best. And if it works, great, wonderful. But if it doesn't work, you have to work your way out of trying to, work out of it. And then it could just turn into a nice big wave. See, this is maybe a double top or maybe just a coiled spring ready to take out. And given the fact that we've kind of run the 6100 a couple of times and we ran it into the close yesterday, they're itching to take out the stops here. There's a lot of stops here. They're itching to take out that wave flow. And once they do, that's going to be an uptrend that you want to be buying the dips on. I'm gonna let this comment go unsaid. Okay, not the first time somebody made that comment from me. Come on, guys! It's Thursday. I'm bored. I need some things. Okay, so dipping back in here, probably not a bad try here. I'm just watching this again. If this comes back around to 96s, I'm probably going to take another gander at this at the S&P here. Let's see if we can put a bid in here. Oh, exit. Sorry, wrong. I'm on the wrong size here. Very, very important when you're trying to execute. Do the right size. All right, I'm underneath here. I just missed the bip. Sorry. All right, it's not going to happen. So let's see. Man, God, this is slow. Look at this slow mo. Okay, I'm going to kill this. I'm not taking this trade. Come on, get out. BM like my joke. All right, no. This was not a bad idea, but I just didn't quite get the execution right because I didn't have my proper size set up. The better idea, if this thing comes in around the 200, this 95, I'll certainly start. I'll be happy to make bid. Let's come down here. Let me just see here. All right, 96.50. 96.50 is my opening. It just popped again against me. Not getting the trades. NAS is down. Oh, let's take a look at NAS. NAS is kind of down. Look at this. NAS is much more. NAS is a lot more negative here. Let's watch the Nasdaq. So Nasdaq turned, and I use this word lightly, considerably more negative, right? So let's see what it wants to do here. Is NAS kind of turning its way to the downside? Is it going to pull everybody else to the downside? Let's watch. At least this is a little bit more interesting in terms of volatility. Oh man, you guys hear that? God, Jesus, what is that? Somebody's alarm going off in New York City is so annoying. Oh, God, it's annoying. All right, at the uh, 500 level, right underneath 500 level. Um, Again, this is not a setup of mine, but I'm going to do it just for fun. Um, I love buying round number dips because if it comes through the 500s, where is it? What did it come to? Went to 506. If it goes through the 500s and the 490s, I'm pretty confident it's going to bounce. So, and it's really, really fully stretched at that point. Still not a setup of mine, but I love doing these kind of trades because I've seen them 1,000 times over. Guys, I'm gonna close the window because I can't stand this noise. It's like a torture chamber. I'll be right back. Wow, that was annoying. Did anybody hear that noise, or am I the only one that heard it? It was annoying as fuck. Okay. So again, nothing. Man, look at this. Look at this range in Nasdaq. 10 basis points. 10 basis points is what we do in 1 minute on a regular day. Really, really boring. But you know what's good about these kind of sessions? It's very, very slow motion trading, but you get to see the mechanics, right? Because everything is slowed down to the point of molasses. You kind of see the mechanics of what I do, and that's helpful. That's much more helpful than just than vol. Not nearly as much fun, but a little bit more helpful. All right, let's see if we start blowing through the 500s because I will get down there. It's a great question here. Great question. So, being a 1 minute trader, do you consider the larger picture, the macroeconomics, the developer bias, or is your cup empty every morning and you let the market fill it? Oh, I like that. Yeah, my cup is definitely empty every morning. I obviously have biases. Listen, I had a massive bias in Bitcoin to the upside today. Like, you clearly have biases, but biases are a function of so it really almost becomes a chicken and egg thing. I'm trying to think of how to express it properly. You may have fundamental news, right? But it's always price action that you want to confirm. So if you have like negative fundamental news and the price action is negative, then you trade that negative price action. If you have negative price action and there's some news that you think is driving it, then you kind of use that as your bias. It all comes down to price. It's not the news, and it's definitely not your opinion, because everybody knows. I always joke around that thank God I don't trade my own opinion, because I've been wrong for the last 6 months. I've been negative the market for the last 6 months. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter what I think. Oh, look at that. We hit the 500. We're gonna go a little bit lower. I think I'm gonna try and stay patient with this thing, because this is not a legitimate setup, anyways. So if they're gonna crash this through the 500s, I will. So the point is, yeah, I'm always empty, but obviously I have biases, and obviously those biases, like, it's not a matter of. I think the right word would be confidence. Is my confidence enhanced if I see certain things in the marketplace? Yes. If I have negative news and the market is really reacting negatively, then absolutely I want to sell every rally. I want to sell every rip, because that's going to be good choices. All right, we're underneath the 500s. We're going through the 499s. All right, I'm gonna buy market. On a buy market, let's see how far we can go here. I didn't get a great fill, but let's see. Okay, and I gotta get bigger now on this thing, because if this thing starts diving, I have to totally prepare myself for it. Let's see if we pop. Jesus Christ. I'm out of this thing because I needed it to pop really hard. The more it hesitates, the more likely it's probably going to go down, or at least I don't need the whole idea is it's going to drop and pop, but if it ain't popping, I'm gone. So we took a little bit of profit over here. Continue to add P&L, but tiny, just because I'm fucking around. This may be the bottom, but it needed to be a V-shaped bottom for me to be confident. The moment it kind of hesitates, I hesitate with it. I'm out. If it drops lower, I'll try to come in at that point. This wasn't a indicator trade, anyways. It was just a risk trade, and you better be prepared to let it play out. If it ain't popping, it's probably dropping. No, it's the other way around, right? You said, why are you buying? What signal? And it wasn't Karen. Karen, where you been? I've been saying for 10 minutes, it's not a signal. It's just me fucking around on the 500 level. Yeah, well, thank you. Some nice comments over here. That was a really nice comment. It is. This is a much more erudite way of saying what I do, which is just I always trade with fear, right? And 0007 didn't quite get the move. If it ain't popping, it's probably dropping. That should be the tagline. That's actually a really good tagline. We should incorporate that into our vernacular. And now it did. Like, who was it? Enzo was a little bit more patient than I, and you took the whole thing. Good job for you. That worked. But for me, I was waiting for that V shape to happen, and it took like 4 candles. So I was like, fine. What is no FSS is still the best? What does FSS stand for? All right, guys, I'm putting the link to Apex, and I'm putting a link to my coaching if you guys want the coaching. Good deal both ways. All right, I don't know what that meant. But yeah, so Karen, my thought was like they're going to run the 500, maybe find support there. It just, everything is in such slow motion today. Like nothing is really moving, Hey, B. Morris. So I love this question. Because I have an answer for you right now. Right now, motherfucker. Right now. Let me show you. Okay? Today. Let me show you. So you can. Oh, wait, hold on. I can't fucking do it in this window. Hold on. I'm in the window. I got to do it this way. Hang on. I'll show you. You want to see it? You want to see if I'm profitable? You literally see me making profits. You literally fucking see me making profits on every trade, right? But if you want the proof, here you go, my friend. Here you go. Here's today, right? Me dicking around, $300. Here's this week, right? $1,600. Here is, I guess, well, this week is this month, so that's it. So this is, this might be enough for this month. And my target is to try to do 5,000 a week, which I absolutely did not do this week. But you asked me if I was profitable. The answer is clearly yes. Okay, does that answer your question? Now, It's fine. I'm glad you asked that question. It's a fair question if you're new, but obviously, you know, I trade live. Every single trade I take is totally visible on the screen. There is no hiding. You know, if I eat it, I eat it. You see me eating it. So yeah, you know, that's what I do. Yeah. So, you know, this comment is the direct answer to the prior comment. The reason I'm profitable is because all my techniques are different from others. Because as you see, I'm trading live, no hiding, and I'm showing you how to trade for real, not for, you know, I'm not a guy who tells you how beautiful my past trades were. Where, you know, but they go on a YouTube video and they show you, oh, I did this trade and I did that trade and I did this trade. Great. I'm so glad you traded the past. Okay. I'm the guy that trades the future, and the future is messy as fuck. It's ugly as fuck. It's lots and lots of pressure, and it requires a plan, an indicator, and a strategy, right? So you got to have all of that in your arsenal to be able to trade well. So that's what we do, you know. That's why we have a good time with it. Yes, this is reality trade. Reality trading. That's going to be my new motto. Reality trading, as opposed to reality TV, which is all fake. Yeah, I'm trade reality, not the past. And you know, listen, I'm the first one to admit that, you know, a lot of stuff I do is terrible. I make a lot of mistakes. You guys see me making mistakes. My job is not for me to trade well. My job is for you to trade well. So as you can see, Enzo and 0007, everybody else in the room who has been with me for a long time, trading much better than I do. You know, I'm the lead scout, and you know, I take the shrapnel for everybody else, and then everybody else makes much better trades because A, they're much more patient. Two, they're not focused on talking and chewing gum at the same time like I am. Like, you know, I trade a lot better when I'm obviously off screen because I'm more focused. But, you know, all of those things come into play when you're trading. Oh, so this is interesting. Okay, this is kind of interesting. I'm watching Nas over here. So if, again, not my setup, and I really don't want to do it, but this is one of those kind of things I love to do in private, right? So we have a downtrend in Nasdaq, right? But watch what happens. We had a higher low, right? Like this whole two, like we can just do this in theory, not in practice. Because I don't want to do bad habits with you guys, or I don't want to do things that I've already done bad habits with you today. So I don't want to compound my thing. But if this was my account, I love this setup. This is what I call the sell into a higher low. And I love to buy this. So let's say I'm long 14s, right? I'm long 14s. Now, if this thing dumps as it's dumping right now, I'm totally fine getting stopped at 4s and playing it for the double bottom and then hoping it, you know, pops up. And even if it dumps below that, it's probably going to pop at the 490s. But this whole area is generally a high probability pop for me, right? So I'm pretty comfortable making this trade, even though, you know, obviously, you know, it would have been a losing trade in this instant right now. But how I would, so let's say I'm stopped right now. Let's just kind of play this out in what I would have done. And I'm long, I would have immediately got long the 4s. So I'm immediately long the 4s. Now I'm trading for the 14s, right? If I get stopped out at 94s, I would have come down at 94s. Maybe at the 10s right now or the 11s, I would have given it all up to resolve the trade. But that pattern, I love, you know, and more often than not, that pattern is a great buy here that pops over here, right? Now, if you're a little bit more patient, like Enzo or 007, you actually just wait for the whole thing. And here, you bought the 4s, it goes back up to the 13s. You totally resolve this trade. So I didn't take this trade with you guys because, again, as I said, I don't want to do bad habits. But you see the dynamic. I love the higher low sell down. Just like this pattern repeats itself over and over. If there was one money trade that I would do over and over again, it would be this little trade right here, right? Kat says you see that in gold too. Absolutely, gold is money on that trade. Just that whole general trade. But why that trade works really well with equities is equities are an upward bias trade, anyways, right? It's an upward drift in equities. So if you get a higher low, buying that bid when everybody is selling into that higher low, really high probability that it's going to pop. That it's really going to pop your way. I should have probably taken this trade, but I wanted to run you through it without me running through it. It's a lot of times, honestly, it's interesting. Like I just did this with you guys virtually. I really, I cannot walk and chew gum at the same time. So like I can either trade or talk. So talking through this trade was actually probably very instructive for a lot of people because I ran you through exactly what I would have done. When I'm trying to do this and talk, I fuck up one or the other. I either don't explain it well or I don't execute well. So that was actually kind of interesting that I did this with you guys, as a conversation. Maybe I'll do a couple more of those type of things with you guys, where I'll step away from the trade and just sort of comment on the trade because you guys can understand in real time exactly what will happen. Anyways, you guys like that? I mean, that was a pretty cool trade. Oh, wow. Thank you. Great book, by the way. I want to absolutely recommend this for anybody who wants to trade. Trading in the Zone, just a great book about life, mentality, how you should be looking at things, and how really, there is just no such thing as discipline. There's just an understanding of risk and probability. If you sort of understand that, you're in great shape. And I think if you combine that idea of Mark Douglas's general mental toughness idea with Mark Weinstein's selection process, kill the weakest, go for the best. Like this was a good probability trade that I would have, as I said, I would have done privately because it's not part of our setup. But it's it should really be part of our setup, and it's so easy on our charts to see the setup show up all the time. Definitely worthwhile for us to trade it. Oh, we're at the 6,100. Look, guys, speaking of which, we're moving. We took out the highs. That was nice. Are we support now? Let's play support. I'll trade the support here. Maybe I'm a little bit late here, but let me see if I can get this. I'm at 101. A little bit expensive on my trade, but it's fine. So we took out the 100s. Now we're going to chop up and down. If it's going to come all the way down, fine. I'll eat the trade. If I bought the hump, I bought the hump. I'll try to work my way out of it. But the idea here is, remember I said that like maybe today is just one of those shitty days where you have the hump, wave, big hump, another wave, then another big hump like this, as the price action just looks like it's having a phlegmatic attack every 5 seconds. But generally, I like the bias to the upside. I like the fact that we took out the 101s. Let's see if this it's clearly not working right now, but let's see what it wants to do. I'll come back here for the short time. All right, let me get myself into my zone here. All right, buying in at 99. Probably going to dump all the way to the 200s, and I'm happy to buy it there if I get stopped out. All right, I'm in here, and I'll buy more on the bottom as it comes down, and then we'll wait. And then if I can't get the next one, then we will wait for a green candle. Oh, what's going on here? Why is this not working? Yeah, market's just not really trading today. Very, very little pop. Nothing. All right, I'm getting myself ready for one more dip around the 200 SMA if it comes in, but super quiet price action, nothing happening. All right, I'm going to preserve my profits for the day. This thing is probably going to pop right now. Of course, I have zero patience. It's like 4 minutes for me is like a lifetime. But yeah, this last trade was a small loser, which took some of my profits, but definitely not all of them. Just about $100 off my profits for the day, just because we fell. Like this is the pattern today. Hump by the hump. Trade. Now, watch the moment I give it up. I say is I take less, so you can take more. It obviously is going to rally. It probably would have fully filled me, but it doesn't matter. My attitude always is, fuck it thing that goes. My attitude always is, I would rather take a small loss on a resolve trade, start myself fresh, and give myself 2 or 3 good trades on the next one. Because at this point, remember, I'm already coming in like third, fourth level. It's large size, unnecessary risk in this very, very, very lackluster environment where we're not getting any kind of pops. So I was as patient as I could be for 4 or 5 minutes. And of course, the moment I give it up, it goes to full target. But those of you who were patient enough to hold the target, this thing did resolve completely. to its full profit. But for me, I took a small loss on this one as my last trade of the day. But that's actually probably the best trade I did. Not because it was a good trade, but because it was the right thing to do. Because I'm not thinking about this trade, I'm thinking about the account. And that's kind of how you should be thinking. That's very much Mark Douglas's way of thinking. And that's sort of where you want to be when you're scalping. No single trade matters. No single trade sequence matters. If you can get out with your close intact, do so, because there'll be another opportunity every 10 minutes, right? And I don't need to fight this for an hour and waste my time and waste my energy on this thing. Today is just kind of a shitty day. Gold, by the way, somebody's telling me, yeah, we didn't really watch gold today, but gold has been in a really, really clean, nice trade, right? So we're always focusing on indices because that's where the price action is. But gold today was actually a really good move, and we could have taken some nice trades on gold here, which we should have. Now gold though. Oh, hey, all right. Now we have one opportunity. We have actually a cool opportunity here. Gold is 38 basis points wide. We're wide. Now we can see if we want to do any kind of counter trend trades. And remember what I said to you. The trade that I love is a dump into a higher low. So if this thing kind of dumps right now on gold, which it of course isn't, it's going to probably start to V-shape to the upside. This was a good trade right here, 60.4. Oh, fuck me. We just missed the opportunity. But anyways, that would have been a great trade, because now we have the ability to have it supported by our indicator, by the mechanics, and we would have been able to be in really good shape. Guys, sorry, you know what? I fucking hate this Apple Magic Mouse. It's like the only magic thing about it is I want to throw it into the garbage. I'm going to go back to my Logitech mouse. Man, that's a piece of shit mouse. Sorry, that's what's driving the whole thing crazy here. And I was having some execution issues with it as well. But yeah, even if this thing comes in red through the moving average over here, I want to be a buyer. Like I want to be a buyer at the 60.5 level, somewhere around here, if I could get it. Because it's wide enough now that even if it dumps more, it's going to find a bottom. It's certainly going to find a bottom at 26.50, somewhere around there. So this is a 12L trade. Let's see, 60.4. Am I in? Nope. Oh, that's on the MGC. I'm on the GC. Sorry, I'm on GC. Sorry, I'm on the big contract. Just trying to just buy this. And there we go. Okay, I'm in. So I'm in on this trade. 4 ticks, 3 ticks. Oh shit! I have a meeting, guys. I'm gonna have to go soon. Might have to tell you about this tomorrow off screen. See how this sequence goes. All right. I got to go, guys. So we're going to have to resolve this off screen, but I'm very confident that I'll be able to resolve this fine. I'll leave you with it. Hope you guys had a fun time today. Tomorrow, non-farm payrolls, big event. Everybody come and hang out with me. I'm going to do it. Tomorrow I have no meetings, so we're going to go hardcore till probably maybe 10:30, 11 o'clock. All right. Everybody enjoy. Thank you again for everything. Good session today. definitely net positive, and I'm going to get more net positive as the day goes by. Everybody have a great day. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.